Hello guys, it's Willie from YouTube, and today's episode, we gotta go all the way to Nigeria. Now, Nigeria is a really big country in Africa. I say well over 100 million residents. Now, we gotta talk about this socialite. He's been receiving a lot of negative comments. He's become now international news. He's even on the Wendy Williams. Even Wendy Williams talked about him. And what he did is nothing surprising, because if you think about it, what he did is stuff that goes on in America all the time, but none of the Black Americans, want to admit to it. We gotta talk about Pretty Mike, this Nigerian socialite, who got 6 women pregnant within 1 week, and he had a baby shower for all of them, all at the same time, and he had a wedding for all 6 of them all at the same time. There was no fighting, there was no biting, there was no ratchetness going on. This guy pulled it all off, all of them present, and he invited all well-known stars from Nigeria to come to the wedding, and they were all surprised to see come through the aisle, one after another. Different spouses coming down the aisle, one after that. 6 of them, all dressed in sparkling gray, silver, getting married to Mike, Pretty Mike. They call him the Playboy of Nigeria. His real name is, I'm going to try to say it without butchering it, it's Mike eze-Nwale Nwogu. Hopefully I said that right. But this guy has done something that you would not see in America. But it goes on in America all the time, because all the time in America you see guys having multiple baby mamas, running from girl to girl, never taking care of them, never wifing them up, never taking care of the kids. But you see, in Africa it's different. When they actually do have baby mamas, they actually do take care of them, and you'll see in his pictures that he has all of them sleeping in the same bed with him. So they're all living in the same house. So this guy's gotta be alpha male to have 6 women living in the same house, all under his direction and control, to make sure none of them go crazy. This guy has got to be the wisest man in Nigeria. Look at this. He's got to be alpha. If you follow the rule of 6, you'll see in my previous video, I did a video about the alpha male and the 6 traits of being an alpha male. Number 1, he has 6 or more women. So you can see from his pictures, he's already accomplished number 1. Number 2, he has 6 or more children. So you're going to see all those women are already well pregnant. They're just about to give birth. So he got that ticked off. Number 3, he is 6 feet taller or more. From the pictures I can see, he's got to be around 6 feet tall. So he checked off that mark too. Number 4, the guy, if a guy has that much women that he's taking care of, and he's throwing a big lavish wedding, and it's a socialite on Instagram, he has 250,000 followers, he's making 6 figures or more. So you take out that number 4. Number 5, the way he looks, you can tell he's got a 6-pack going on. He works out, he takes care of himself. And number 6, out of the 6, he's got all 6 now. If you ever go out with a black girl, you're gonna need 6 or more down there. You know what I'm talking about. To penetrate through those huge booties. You look at those girls all got big booties. So he's gotta be packing 6 or more inches to go through all that booty. And look at this. He did this all within a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then rested on Sunday. As you would say in the Bible. So 6 days. This guy is just rolling with these 6s. So he's so alpha male. He's over alpha male. He's got 7 out of 6 categories filled to be an alpha male. So let's talk about this, guys. Because why are African American women mad? Getting on his Instagram saying that this should not happen, this is crazy, this, women's rights and stuff like that. But look at it. If you think about it, it's going on in America. It's just that they're not wifing them up. They're just running from girl to girl to girl. They're just leaving them as single mothers. Because in fact, 75% in the black women population are single mothers. So the reason why they're so mad is because they're jealous. They wish they could be in his stroll line, or they wish he could be fancying them, taking care of them, taking care of children. Because all these single baby mamas are now looking for cleanup men. They spent the last 10 years on the cock carousel, getting, having fun with all these different guys and girls. Now they got, 6 kids by 6 different men, and now they're looking for a cleanup man. So that's why they're jealous about this guy, Mike, because he's able to have all these women, take care of them. And you know what? You'll find out that your market value, your sexual market value, increases the more women that you have. You see, when you didn't have any women, no women were really looking at you. But when you had women, all of a sudden now women are flocking to you. They want to be with you. That's why attractive men that are married are very attractive, just because other women give them approval that they would marry that man. Because he has positive character traits to show other women that yes, this man in my arm, he's a real man. So that's why all these girls are they're not mad, they're really jealous. Because, this guy is looking good, he's got his lineup, he's got 6 women. The more women that you have, the more women want you, which is, it's another story in itself. But that's how it goes usually. It's more like a herd mentality. So, what you see is, a lot of times in this American culture, we look at this polygamy in negative views. But if you ever read the Bible, if you look deep in the Bible, you will see many examples of polygamy. A lot of the big prophets, exercised polygamy, and they weren't condoned by God. But it's only because in the New Testament, which I believe was tampered, rewritten, as a lot of people also find that the New Testament is allowing a lot of things that were not allowed in the Old Testament and rewritten, because you cannot find original text for the New Testament, but you can for the Old Testament. That's why we believe the New Testament, who is speaking out against polygamy, is really been tampered with. Because in the Old Testament, when the prophets had polygamy, they were never chastised by God. They were never punished by God. The only indication that God actually punished a person was, I believe, when King David, took upon Bathsheba. And Bathsheba was already a wife to another man, Uriah. So what he did is he sent Uriah out to war, knowing that he would get killed, so that he could take Bathsheba unto himself. And God was angry with that. That's the only incident that God found displeased with polygamy. But in and of itself, there are many, over 40 examples that polygamy has been exercised in the Bible, and God did not chastise that man. Let me throw you a few examples. Let's look at Abraham and Sarah. Father Abraham had many sons, and also had children with Hagar. And then you have Jacob, had Rachel and Leah in Genesis. Then you have Elkanah, had Peninnah and Hannah. Then you had Solomon, King Solomon. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Come on now. You had Lamech, who had many wives. Then you have Abijah, had many wives in 2 Chronicles. Then you have Rehoboam in 2 Chronicles, had many wives. Then you had Gideon in Judges, had many wives. Then you have Jehoram, had many wives in 2 Chronicles. Then you have Joash in 2 Chronicles with many wives. Then you had Moses with Zipporah and Adoniah. He also was exercised polygamy. And then when you look at the Quran was sent to correct all those fallacies in the New Testament, such as, eating pork and, talking about one man, one wife. But really, in the Quran, refutes that and says that you can have more than one wife, as long as you can take care of them, which I believe that is the most correct. Because it's already happening now in America, they just don't want to call it that way. They just call it baby mama drama. But really, if they allowed, the principles of polygamy, this will help the family unit. Because now it puts the onus and responsibility on that man or whoever he impregnates, not to view that girl as just some other person as baby mom, but that he has obligations. And that will change. That will help create family structure, because that's what we need in the black community right now, with 75% of single black mothers, nobody taking care of them. They gotta wait for the white man to intervene with, child support, alimony, putting people in jail, confiscating the driver's license. Why you gotta wait for the white man when we can implement polygamy and its institution to put the responsibility on men that they are expected to take care of these children? Now, if they preach this in the church, you will see a lot more men will be more responsible. But, they don't want to do that because most of the people in the church are women, so they don't want to hear none of that, new age stuff, these women feminists and all that new age stuff. They don't want to hear none of that stuff. So now women complain and they say, how come women can't have more than one husband? And the simple answer is because women are not breadwinners. When was the last time women took you out on a date, paid for the whole thing, pay your utility bill, pay your phone bill, pay your car note, pay your car insurance, pay your utilities? I've never seen that happen. That's why they can't have this with the breadwinner. Now, if women are the breadwinners, then okay, then yeah, go ahead and have more than one husband. But right now, I don't really see that. So, if you want to, and if you want the polygamy to go both ways, then you have to be ready to also carry on the institution of polygamy, where you take care of that spouse and all the alpha more mentioned that I said. So if women are ready to pay for the date, they're ready to pay for the man's utilities, ready to pay for his car note, ready to pay for anything else, then yes, go ahead. It should swing both ways. But as I see right now, I don't see that. So that's why Pretty Mike is really starting a lot of controversy and really bringing up a lot of issues. Everyone is talking about him. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave your messages below. This is William from YouTube. Bye-bye.